music has been in my soul from like as long as I can remember. Apparently, when I was 4, I wanted to take piano lessons, and my mom had to find somebody to like give me piano lessons at 4 because they don't do that normally. And she found someone, and then when I was in 2nd grade, I was like, I want to take voice lessons. So I went to my elementary school music teacher, and I said, can you give me voice lessons? And she said, no, we don't do that for people this young. So like, you know, it's literally been since I was very little that all I wanted to do was sing. So then I joined the church choir, which, you know, here in America, a lot of people do. Like, you know, if you want to sing when you're little, you join your church choir. And then I started singing at weddings when I was like in 7th grade. And I did that all through college. You know, I just never stopped. I've been singing forever. I used to drive my family nuts in the house because I would sing everywhere I went.
Wow. Well, that's really good to know. That's really good to know because your voice is perfect.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm telling you, you know, everyone needs to listen to your song because it's unique. Everyone needs to go and stream it and listen to it because there is, you know, there are lots of people who sing. There are lots of music artists out there, you know, but what matters is when an artist is unique, when the voice is different, you know, something like that, it's something different, you know, so it's amazing. Really, really good.
Yeah.
So
thank you. You're making me blush.
how was it working as a team, and how is it now being a solo independent artist?
It's so much harder as a solo artist, like than it is as a group. You know, when you're in a group, you're collaborating with like 4 other people, and like you're leaning on each other a lot more. And when you go solo, it's just you know, it's kind of like you're out there in the world, and it's like, oh wait, where's my team, you know? So like it's different in that way, you know. You've got to find your own way now. And you have to rebuild that team.
I see. So how long have you been in this band? How long were you with this band before you decided to, you know?
That band, it was about 2 years. I've been in a lot of different things, and before that I was singing backup in a indie pop group here in Chicago for a couple years. And so like I've kind of made my way through other groups like in the background, and then, you know, was in the front of this other band, and then I decided, okay, it's time to go on my own.
Yeah. So, but recording, when did you start recording songs? Like going to a studio or your home studio or anywhere, recording the song and having it, you know, for people to listen to?
Well, the very first one that I wrote and put out is my lullaby that's on Spotify. I did that one in the fall of 2018. So I recorded, wrote, played the instruments, mixed, mastered everything that went on my own. And then in 2019, fall of 2019 was when I started working with a producer here in Chicago who's actually from Senegal. So we kind of like we're melding our 2 sounds together. So that's probably also why it sounds so unique as well.
I see. So, so he is the producer. So which means your instrumental, he is the one who actually produces it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. You know, he's really good. I'm telling you, he's really good. You know, so
yes.
So the songs, you write them yourself. You wrote the songs yourself.
Yeah.
That's really amazing. You know, so let's say all this time you have been singing, you have been pushing your way forward and everything. You know, what has been your biggest setback? Actually, your challenge. You know, as an independent artist, you know, especially being solo. What has been the biggest challenge?
What's the difference challenge between solo and you with your group?
Yeah.
Okay, well, like I mentioned, like with like the group and being solo, is that like being solo, you have to push yourself. Like there's nobody else there pushing you, right?
Yeah.
It's just you.
Yeah.
But I'd say as an indie artist, the biggest challenge though is money. Like finding the money to fund everything, you know, like for the studio time, for the producer, for the mixing, for videos. I want to do music videos, but I need money, you know? And so like that is the biggest challenge. And I think if you ask any indie artist that's out there who's trying to like get themselves heard, it's you need money. You need somebody to back you. You need fans, you know?
Yeah. I get that, you know. That's actually a very big challenge for every independent artist out there, you know. And that's why steps to take to make it possible is always there, but it involves serious consistency, you know. Without consistency, this doesn't. It's an effort that doesn't come up good, you know. So, but right now,
Right.
in this at this moment, you know, what do you intend to achieve? Like you're making new music and you're writing new songs and what do you expect to achieve, you know, like going on tours, what's your expectation right now?
My hopes, my dreams, my expectations, yes, to go on tour. I want my music to make it to every corner of the earth. I want people to hear it everywhere. So like that's my goal, you know, like you guys are on the other side of the world, right? Like we're 13-hour time difference. And so like that to me is like amazing. And that's what I want. And I want to, you know, talk to people in like South America or Africa, Europe, you know, Russia, I don't know, like all over. That's where I want it to touch souls wherever it can.
Yes, and it's definitely doing that, you know. You're actually everything is coming up nicely. Everything is coming up nicely, and believe me, because we heard the song. A lot of other people will hear it, you know, and a lot of people, we love it, and I know that every other person who is going to listen to it is actually going to love it, you know, as well. So let's say all the time that you've been singing before you actually went solo, has any opportunity presented itself that you passed on, you didn't take, that now thinking about it, you wish that you actually, you know, took that opportunity then, music-wise, you know, something that would have pushed you forward in the music industry?
You know, no, actually, I think like I'm on the trajectory I'm supposed to be on, and things are going in the way that they're supposed to, you know, like things align how they're supposed to align, and you move through the universe and the earth how you're supposed to. And, you know, if an opportunity came and it didn't work for me, then, you know, something else is going to come along, and that's going to be the right one at the right time.
Okay, that's a very nice philosophy there. I have to keep in mind as well. I have to keep that in mind. So in this case, which means you do not have any regret at all, you know, like something that you wish you would have done differently or something like that. There is none at all. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty.
Yeah.
So your song, you know, these two songs I have listened to, can you give us a breakdown, you know, what inspired you, you know, because I've listened to it. I've listened to it and I love it so much. She listened to it, she loved it so much. And believe me, every other person who will listen to it is going to love it. So can you share you know, your inspiration, you know, towards writing the song? Is there any meaning behind it, you know, behind the lyrics? Is there any meaning that you think that we should know, the fans should know, the audience should know? Just anything. Tell us how you came about, and how long did it take you to write the lyrics? You know, the lyrics. How long did it take you to write it, and how long did it take to record it? All the stuff. Share with us, please.
Sure. So take your time. We actually started that one. We were literally in the studio writing that one when the pandemic hit. So like right in March of 2020, we were in the studio. We had all the lyrics written for that one. And we were figuring that one out. I remember I was sitting on the floor of my living room and coming up with the lyrics for that one. And for that, it was, you know, like you shine like the sun. And it's really about like how when you find that person that's for you, like how you're so different, but yet they like come into your life and they just make you better, right?
They complete you, something like that.
Yeah, you know, like yeah, and they just and they make you a better person. And then it's also about like taking the time to like get to know that person and feeling each other, you know. That's what that one's about. And it's you know, it's called Take Your Time. So, you know, just take your time in it.
Exactly. So how long did it take you to write it actually?
It was written over a few days in the studio and in my living room. So part of the lyrics I was writing, I was sitting on the floor writing the lyrics. There's something for me about like sitting and being grounded. I guess it helps me write lyrics. I'm not really sure why. Lyrics and melodies. So like the verses I was writing here in my house, in my apartment before we were in the studio, and then the pre-chorus and the chorus, we worked on that in the studio, and there was a lot of like tweaking of like little words here and there. We're like, okay, so we like this word, maybe try this word, you know, this word's okay, but maybe this word is better, you know, like just little tweaks here and there to get the right feel.
Again, again, okay. So, but it came out to be very amazing. You know, you took it a matter of a few days, and you were able to compose a song this beautiful. I wonder what you're going to bring up next. You know, but but I believe you do have unreleased songs, don't you? Yeah, songs that you.
I do.
Yeah. So, do you have any plan for them? Do you plan to release them one at a time, or what's your plan? You know, because I'm definitely expecting to, you know, see your next release. You know, so
May 14th, so in like just a little less than 2 weeks, I'm putting out my version of Songbird. I don't know if you're familiar. It's a Fleetwood Mac song. It's from the 70s. It's from their Rumors album, and it's one of my literally all-time favorite songs ever. And like it's even a part of my back. I have a back tattoo, and like the song like inspired part of my back tattoo. So yeah, like it's a beautiful song, and that has just spoken to me. And I've actually wanted to put a version of that song out for 10 years at least. So I'm finally doing it, and it's coming out in like 2 weeks, little less than 2 weeks. And the cover art, yeah, and the cover art for it is actually like inspired by my back tattoo, and it was done by my cousin's daughter, who's 11, believe it or not. Like when you see this, you will not believe that this girl's only 11 that did the art for it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and it's a live take. It's a live version of a song, so it's just me and my guitar player, and us feeling it and putting it out there.
So it's going to be out in 2 weeks.
Yes.
So is the pre-save link out? Do you have the pre-save link available for people to go and you know?
Yes.
Definitely, you should send it. I have to put it in the link below, so in the description,
okay,
so we can be able to pre-save. You know, because definitely I'm going to pre-save. I really want to hear it. So about music videos, you know, because your song is very unique. Don't you think about music videos? Do you think that you're going to grace us with any music video?
I want to, and I know, like I kind of mentioned earlier when you had asked about, you know, what's one of the challenges, and challenges is money, and like I want to do a music video, but I want to do it right, and so to be able to do that right, you need to have the right funding for it. So like. I want to so bad for that one, and for Do You Know, like I have visions of what like I want the music videos to look like, but like I need and actually for
your storyline is there in your mind. That's what I mean.
Yes. Yeah, it's here. And for another unreleased song called Just Be There, which you asked about unreleased, so there's more songs that I have that aren't out yet. Another one called Just Be There. I have an idea for that one as a music video too. So yeah, you know.
But before music videos, I think you should make snippets, because a lot of people would really love to see you singing live. If you have a very nice living room and then your living room already, you have your guitar, you have everything, you could just set a mic, something like that, and then, sing live and post it on Instagram. A lot of people will engage to it, because your song is very beautiful and you need to put your beautiful face to it. So everyone can actually know, okay, this is how, they get to know the face behind these beautiful songs as well. So as you do it, slowly you move up to a very huge music video. A music video is it's like a project. It's not
Yes.
it's not something that you can just snap your fingers and just start doing it.
No.
It involves a lot of planning, and I believe that the ideas you have in your mind is going to involve, like a retro bar or something somewhere that is. I know those ideas. You're gonna have those ideas in your mind, and it's going to take a lot of planning. It's like a project, so it's like something you think about it, and then you slowly walk up to it and do it. So before that, you should actually make short snippets and post on your Instagram and other platforms, so a lot of people can put, they can know the face behind the beautiful songs as well. So this.
Yeah.
Besides that, I know you've had a lot of experiences, as an independent artist, even while you were with the band and while you were solo. And I can you share, with upcoming independent artists, can you give them an advice, how they should stay consistent and how, give them an advice so they can be able to understand, about being independent. A lot of people is giving up these days. They sing a lot of good artists actually. A lot of them, they have the talent. They have the talent. They have the stuff, but due to how everything is looking, it's like they're not getting paid. I understand how it feels like you make your song, you put it out there, and no one is listening to it, even when it's really good. That hurts. So a lot of people they lack the courage, to move on, and continue doing it. So, what's your advice out there for all these independent artists?
Yeah, I think you said it right there. The word is courage, and courage and belief in yourself, because like it's so easy to give up. I mean, I would be lying if I said that I didn't think about giving up, as well. And but there's this you have to have this innate belief in yourself that like what you're doing matters, and that your music matters, and that it will land in people's ears, and so don't give up on that part of it. It's the believing. That's the biggest thing right there. And if you believe that like people are going to hear your music, if you believe that like it's going to get out there, it will. You just have to keep going. And even on those hard days where you want to give up, you have to tell yourself, you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? And if you're doing it because it's something you're passionate about, it's a part of your soul, then you need to keep going, like that's my advice, is just believe in yourself every day. Like when you get up, tell yourself that you believe in yourself.
Yeah. So everyone out there, you hear her, you have to believe in yourself, because that belief is actually going to push you forward, and then courage.
And courage.
So which artists inspire you, like like your role models, which music artist inspires you,
Well, gosh, like back in the day, it was definitely like Whitney Houston and Celine Dion, like, those singers. Like, you remember when I was saying earlier, I used to drive my family nuts singing around the house, like, you give me Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, and they were like, oh my God, you can stop now. Like, I was like just going crazy. And then when I got a little older, I discovered this artist called Eva Cassidy. She's not well known. I don't know if you guys know who she is.
I would definitely look her up.
Yeah, I mean, her voice is just like insane. She's no longer with us. She was I didn't discover her till way after she passed. But she just has the soulful, beautiful sound that like when I heard it, like I was like, oh, okay, you know. And now like she's my biggest inspiration is Eva Cassidy. Yeah.
Oh, I see. It sounds familiar, you know, but I'll still look her up, you know, to find out. So all your years of singing and with the group and all, have you ever come across, you know, have you ever worked with like a bigger artist or something like that? Maybe a bigger artist that you got a lot of like a mentor, you know, someone who you met up with and then he became or she became a mentor to you, or you had the opportunity to work with a very like a prominent artist, a bigger artist, and how did it feel? When you had, did you ever have this opportunity? And if you did, how did it feel?
Not yet. There's been a couple, like this is where you don't give up. Okay. Like there's been like, I don't know, I don't know the right word, but like, there's been like people that have kind of been interested and then it didn't happen. Right. And so like, and people who are like a little higher, you know, bigger in the game than me, not like superstar artists, but like, and you know, it hasn't happened yet, you know. And like I was saying before, like when you said, you know, is there regrets? No, because you know that wasn't supposed to be it, you know, like you have to find that fit. So like and when it happens, it's going to be amazing, you know. And like you just have to keep believing that it is going to happen. So you know, that day will come.
That day will definitely that day will definitely come. I have 100%. That day will definitely come. That day will definitely come. So is there anything you want to add?
Besides your genre,
Yeah.
is there any preferred genre you want to?
Yeah, and what's her genre? Yeah, your genre right now, it's pop, soul. What do you refer your genre as?
Yeah, you know what's interesting is that a few people from the industry had listened to this like when it first came out, and they were like, we don't know how to classify you. You've kind of come up with your own new genre, but we don't know what it is.
It's unique. It's unique.
So,
it's unique, you know.
To me.
Yeah. And I've been calling it like sultry soul pop is like what it is. Like
okay.
Okay. It's not really a genre that's out there yet.
Your unique genre, so it's fine, you know. It's fine. So if you happen to collaborate with another independent upcoming artist, what genre do you want them to actually be? You know, because to match you, maybe you're looking for a collaboration. You know, you feel like, okay, I want to sing with hip hop artist or no, and a R&B artist. What genre do you think will match with you? Will match with you, you know, on your voice?
Yeah, I would say like R&B or soul. Definitely. Like, I mean, honestly, like if I could put this out in the world, like Aloe Black, like that would be my ultimate like collaboration. If I could ever collaborate with somebody like modern now, it'd be Aloe Black.
Okay. Okay, that's amazing. That's good to know. So if we happen to find someone who sounds exactly like him, we'll send along. We'll send your way. Because usually collaborations is actually what makes an independent artist grow. You know, because these other artists will have their fans, and you have your fans. And when you have a collaboration, definitely some of their fans is going to like your work, and you'll get extra fans as well. So that's why here we keep thinking about how do we collaborate, you know, two artists, you know, different genres or something, to actually give more exposure, you know, so you can get more exposure. This is the way to grow. It's not easy being independent, you know, and we keep thinking of ways to actually, you know, bring exposure to upcoming independent artists, no matter how it is. You know, we have tried, we're really pushing it forward, and we hope that definitely it works for you know, and especially you. I'm very confident it will work for you, because no one is going to listen to your voice and they say, no, this is not what I need. They will listen to it and get charmed by it, you know. and they really want to actually work with you. I mean, what do you think about our platform?
I love it. It's great. I got my songs uploaded last night, so they are there. So the people that listen to this, it's there, and I'm excited to check it out more. I spent more time kind of getting my music uploaded on it than like exploring. The next step is me exploring your platform a little more, but I'm excited. It seems very easy to use. Like I like the genres that you have, and I think it's great.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. As we're doing our best to actually, change few things on how independent artists operate. If on Spotify, it's very difficult to actually be independent. Once you put your song on it, no one is going to find you, because there are dominant music artists, that's already famous. Their songs always come up. So there is no chance for independent artists to actually get seen, easily on it. But whereby Krazyfi is just for independent artists, So if you go on Krazyfi, you're definitely not going to see Celine Dion there. But you are Dion of Krazyfi. So you get what I mean. So is there anything you want to share with the fans out there, with the audience? You have to share, tell them about yourself, what they should expect, your music, what it's all about, so they can get to know you better,
Oh gosh. I don't even know.
Anything you can just tell the audience, my name is Cass, and this is my song. Listen to me. I'm going to always bring up new music that's going, something like that. Say something.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Well, my name is Cassandra Lyn, and I'm a singer-songwriter from Chicago, hoping to get my music into every corner of the world. And your platform is helping that with independent artists, and I appreciate that. And my songs, I have 2 songs out, Take Your Time and Do You Know. They're available wherever you listen to music, including Krazyfi. And I've got a new song coming out on May 14th, so just very soon. Yes. And you can find me at CassandraLynMusic.com. I'm on Instagram, Cassandra Lyn Music, TikTok, YouTube, Cassandra Lyn Muse. It's just Cassandra Lyn and MUS.
Yes. And we are going to keep the link in the description as well. So you all link in the description for our Instagram and her Facebook and YouTube, so you can actually keep up to date with her music and new releases.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here with us today. We really appreciate it, And this is not going to be the last interview. I believe that we're still going to have more. And I am really expecting your new release. I can't wait to listen to it.